We're joined now by Larry Sheets. He's here as part of the Orioles Alumni Series every Monday and Thursday during the season home games. Alum come back, they meet fans, sign autographs, and talk baseball. Larry, very opportunistic that you're here tonight. Rick and I talking about this extended struggle the Orioles are on. Over the past 6 weeks, going back to August 18th, the Orioles have the lowest team batting average in all of Major League Baseball. Now, is there any way to look at that and say, you know what, how do you get into a team slump that no one seems to be able to get out of? You wouldn't think it'd be possible, but this team is living it for 6 weeks. Yeah,
it's really hard to believe that with the quality hitters that we have, that you can see the whole team go into a slump, and then the pressure just trickles down, and then you have the snowball effect. The pitching's not quite there. There's an error here. You kind of put yourself in a position to not win ball games.
Larry, you look back at your own career, too. You played first base for the Orioles. You played a little outfield, too. But, you were one of the big home run hitters on this ball club, too. And like Chris Davis, at times teams will start to pitch around you and make it very, very tough for you to make good, solid contact.
Right. And it's so true that when you're not getting those big hits, you put so much pressure on yourself. You're swinging at balls not in the zone, and you end up getting yourself out. That's the big thing.
A couple of weeks ago here, the Orioles did have a big offensive night. In fact, 2 grand slams in 1 inning. Now, the only other time that happened in Orioles history, you were involved in that. You at one of the grand slams, August 6, 1986. Tell us about that night.
Well, it's Jimmy Dwyer hit one right after, and Toby Harrod had hit one before, so we actually hit 3 grand slams in 1 inning. And then, we're 2.5 games out of first place behind Boston, and we end up going 5-35 the rest of the way. So that was a bad night in Oriole history.
How do you hit 2 grand slams in 1 inning and lose the game?
That's a great point. Yeah.
Come on, Larry. How'd you do that?
We didn't score 15 runs. I think they scored 14 or something.
Since you've retired, you've had an opportunity to do a little coaching yourself. So you know what it's like for a Buck Showalter to have to look at his team out there and say, know how good they really are, but really not be able to win ball games.
Well, it's, again, you keep pressing buttons and trying to get things to turn around.
Switching lineups around, yeah.
And it's not that they're not trying. It's just it's a tough spell.
All right, let me ask you something, because obviously most of the hitters who play a lot for the Orioles are proven hitters. They have a technique, they have a style that they like to bring. But where do the adjustments come in if you're getting pitched to a certain way and you're not adjusting to that? The odds are you're still going to get it. Sooner or later, doesn't that have to come?
It has to. I mean, it's, I think Willie Stargell said it's ability to get you to the big leagues. It's mentality that keeps you there. So you've got to do your study, and you've got to set on the pitches that they're getting you out with. I mean, all the guys know what pitch that the pitcher's going to try to get them out with, and you got to make those adjustments.
The other thing, too, on this team, usually when most of these hitters break out of it, they start hitting it the other way, and then all of a sudden they start getting pitches to pull. It seems like a simple thing, but we're not seeing that enough, I don't think.
Well, you've got to use all fields. I mean, the only manager I think that didn't believe in that was Earl. So, but most everyone else that I've played for, use all the field, and it makes you much difficult to defend. Now,
is it true that Dempsey was the best slump buster of all your former teammates? When you guys needed a big hit, he was the guy you wanted up there?
Dempsey hit about 715 home runs.
Batting practice.
Well, that and foul. he never hit a ball to right field in his life, I don't think. I don't know.
No, you know what? I was a complete right field, opposite field hitter as I came up through the minor leagues when I hit 365 and MVP of a league, driving in runs and the whole thing. But I did use the whole field and the opposite way. When I got to Baltimore, the manager tells you to go up there, stand on the white line, and hit the ball around that yellow thing down the left field line.
Yeah,
and that will definitely put a hole in the ball.
Everybody wanted a 309er, right?
That's right. That's
all right, well,
right.
Larry, thanks so much for stopping by and joining us as the Orioles, the Alumni Series. One more to go on Thursday night here, the final game against the Blue Jays.